Peter Wilson is suing restaurant owner Ray Johnson in the amount of $2,765. He says his son contracted a virus while at the defendant's restaurant. Mr. Johnson claims he maintains a clean establishment and wants the lawsuit thrown out of court.
This is a matter of Peter Wilson versus Ray Johnson suing for $2,765 because you contracted meningitis from a ball pit?
Yes, Your Honor.
How did that happen?
Well, it was last May. My best friend Mindy called me up and invited me, she's a CPA, to her company's party. They were celebrating the end of the tax season and they were celebrating the 5th year of their business's anniversary. So I said, yeah, I'd love to come. And so I got a babysitter for my son, Jack, my 4-year-old. And then the babysitter bailed on me, and so I had to call my other friends and get on Facebook, and I couldn't find anybody, so I ended up calling Mindy back. And I told her that I couldn't find a babysitter. She said, it's okay, bring Jack. Would rather have you there with him than not at all. So
it was an adults-only party?
It was an adult-only party, Your Honor.
Okay.
So then we get to the party, and after we made the rounds and introduced, ourselves to everybody, and I was really relieved to find that they were all accepting of me bringing my 4-year-old with me because it was an all-adult party, and so that made me feel good. And Jack and I just started playing games. We did Pop-A-Shot basketball. We did...
Who's Jack, your son?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Pop-A-Shot basketball. We did the car racing. We did air hockey. And after about an hour, he wanted to go play in the ball pit, on the slide into the ball pit. And so I said, sure, go ahead. And he just had the funnest time. He was in there for 2 hours. And so the next day, we're both violently sick. So I called up his pediatrician, and she got us in that afternoon. And after some tests, she came back, and she said that he had viral meningitis. I asked, where could he have picked it up? And she said maybe a park, or the mall, or a playground. And I told her that we were at the Dome a couple days before. She said, oh, he definitely could have got it there. That place is these are her exact words. That place is a cesspool of bacteria. She would never take her kids there. That's what she said. And so I told her that I felt sick too, and she took a look at me and she said, you look like you have it as well. You need to go make an appointment with your doctor. So I did that. I saw my doctor the next morning, and they took some tests, and sure enough, I had viral meningitis as well.
Coming up.
I probably should have listened to him out a little bit more, but, I
so
bet
you brushed it off.
Closed captioning provided by... You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Peter Wilson, who is suing Ray Johnson to cover medical expenses.
And Mr. Johnson, how do you fit into this picture?
Your Honor, I got the cleanest balls in all of California, I'm telling you. My ball pits, they're fresh, they're clean. I always keep them clean.
Well, who are you?
I'm Mr. Johnson. I own the establishment.
You own the Dome.
I own the Dome.
Okay, now you're the owner. Got
I'm the owner of the Dome.
That's why you went to the cleanest balls. Okay.
Absolutely.
They're obviously not.
And did Mr. Wilson ever make you aware of the fact that he was sick? Anytime after he left your establishment?
Constantly. On the phone. A couple days right after. We're talking 2, 3, 4 phone calls all in a row. I didn't recognize the number, so I didn't answer. But they
You're a
kept
businessman
coming.
and you didn't answer a phone number from someone?
Well, if I don't recognize the number, he kept calling. Finally, I answered. He blows up on me, tells me his kid's sick. He's got sick from my balls.
So how many days did it take you before you answered?
I didn't blow up.
2 days, 3 days.
All right, so you finally answered. He told you his kid was sick from your balls.
Told me his kid was sick. I didn't even know what he was talking about. He mentioned some kind of disease. They all sound the same to me. I don't even know what it was. Meningitis, I guess, is what it turned out to be. Tells
so
me
you
him
really didn't care with him telling you his son was sick about what the disease was or wasn't? It didn't bother you?
I didn't know. I didn't know the person.
But did he tell you he was in your establishment?
He did.
And so whether you knew him or not, and somebody called you and says, I was in your establishment, I had my kid, we're now sick, we have meningitis, and you just brush it off?
I probably should have listened to him out a little bit more, but, I
So
bet
you brushed it off?
I did.
You didn't call your insurance company and say, someone's filing a claim and claiming that they got sick at my place?
Well, Your Honor, I've been in business 10 years.
Yeah.
Every year I got a good record.
I didn't
No
ask
one's
you
gotten
that.
sick
You didn't
before.
call anyone to try to confirm or deny whether, in fact, there was a possibility that this illness, this disease, could have been gotten at your place.
Negative. I did not.
Wow. That is really not a good businessman. And really insensitive, because you're talking about a place that a lot of children come to. And you didn't even try to take measures to make certain that your place wasn't the cause, so that you could prevent other children from getting the disease and spreading, if in case you did have the bacteria in your balls.
Judge Mablean's verdict when Justice with Judge Mablean returns. Promotional consideration provided by. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean.
That's a suffering illness. It kills people. Don't have such a nonchalant attitude about it. Now, the next time you go somewhere, get an illness, or believe you contracted it from somewhere else, from a place of business, you need to call the health department.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
you have a duty, too, to do that when you get a disease like that, to make it known. So I'm going to place a call from the court to the health department about your place of business. The order of the court is you pay him the $27.65.
Judge Mablean has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $2,765.
I'm so glad that the judge ruled in our favor. It could have been so much worse for my son and I.
I hope you and your son get better. I'm sorry you guys got sick.
Watch high-tech